Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick kind of channel update and sort of lay out what my plans with the channel are and where I've been for the last few weeks. I haven't posted a video in about 3 weeks and have been a bit irregular before that even. So I guess the big thing that I was doing was my time had moved from working on a series for this to working on releasing the updated version of Harbinger. I'd kind of begun a developer commentary, which I'll talk about a bit later, but just actually getting around to re-releasing that map and getting it to a stage that I'm happy with. And I think I am now. It's still not a perfect map. There's still flaws with it and areas that people are less keen on, shall we say. But I think it's balanced, I think it's fun, and I think it's has some good stuff, and I think it's in a state now that it's as good as it could be without significantly changing what it is, if that makes sense. So that was the first thing to say, is just like that's what was taking up a lot of my time. And then since I've released that, I've also been busy with some real life stuff, as well as just kind of taking a break from Minecraft, because releasing a map and beta testing and everything is quite stressful. It's quite it's hard, easy to burn out, I think, is probably what I'm looking to say there. There's so many different things that you need, and you're constantly especially when you're beta testing, this is obviously the point of it, but a lot of it is being told that something's not good enough or something needs to be improved, and that's sometimes not a very nice process or not a very easy process. I mean, even with Harbinger, where I released it but initially back in November, it still was something I spent a lot of time on and it was quite precious to me. And then when you do have to sit there and listen to people tell you certain bits of it aren't very good, that's not the most fun part of mapping, I wouldn't say. But it's a learning experience, and I think the map is much better for it. I'm glad I did all that, but it was quite easy to burn out from that process. The Hobbing developer commentary. Initially, I had one of the old version, and I thought I would be able to get through the whole old map before releasing the new one, but I was just finding it was taking me far too long, and I needed to playtest the areas much faster than that, actually. So I effectively stopped that. I did have another 2 episodes recorded, which I'm not going to release, because I am instead going to restart the developer commentary and play through the map in the updated form. I think that would be it doesn't make sense to replay the old version now that there is a newer, better, more balanced version available. So that hopefully I'll be restarting the developer commentary pretty soon, because I think that's the series that has the most views on this channel, I think. Most people aren't that interested in the Pokemon, which is fine, or even the Minecraft Let's Play as well. But I think a developer commentary is something that's quite unique because you have to have made a map to do one, and not that many people have done that in the grand scheme of things. So developer commentary is coming back, but it will be on the new version of Harbinger and not the old one. So what else is there going on? Firstly, the Minecraft Let's Play, which is the world we're in at the moment. I do want to carry on with this. I will be coming back to it. I had some quite grand plans, which have maybe changed. I don't really mind spending time in the world, but the first episode took a lot of effort, and I don't necessarily think that many people have even seen it. So, I don't know. Also, when I started this series, I was planning on doing some map making for it, so developing dungeons and stuff that I would then fight, and that would be kind of how I would progress in the series. So one of them would give me potions, one would give me an enchanting table, and if for those of you who didn't watch the first episode, the dog in the series was called Argos, which is a reference to Greek mythology. Odysseus's dog was called Argos, and my plan was basically to recreate various bits of the Odyssey in Minecraft. So, with the storyline being that I was hunting to find my dog, who I had lost. And I still think that's quite a fun idea, and I'd like to get back to it. But yeah, my map making energy has been redirected in other places with remaking Harbinger and everything around that. So that's sort of why this series stopped. I do plan on bringing it back though. So yeah, I think the next episode will probably be quite a normal one, and then after that we'll move into some other stuff. Pokemon as well. Pokemon Emerald is gonna be back. I think episode 18 should have gone up by now. I've had a couple of issues with uploading it and it not processing and various other problems. I think I've got 3 episodes of that recorded and edited, and I think after those 3 I'm gonna change how that series works, because at the moment it's not hugely. It takes quite a lot of effort, which was fine when it was the only series on this channel. And the only thing I wanted to be doing. I didn't mind putting the effort into editing and everything, but I don't necessarily want to keep doing all of that effort. So I need to have a think about whether I want to keep it in its current form or make it slightly faster to produce. And I'm leaning towards just standardizing it as a normal playthrough of that game, or one that I catch everything, but I maybe don't do as much editing. So we'll see on that front, basically. Yeah, when I'm in the mood, the editing's great. I enjoy doing it. When I'm not so much. Yeah, so that's kind of everything up to now. I guess I can talk about other stuff that's coming up. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to restart the developer commentary of Harbinger. And then I'm also going to, I think, release a couple of tutorials for some Minecraft mapping tools. So particularly there's I've been doing some work creating a tree repository for people to use in CTM maps, which is available on the CTM Discord. So I'm going to continue working on that probably, and that is, so I might release a tutorial about how to use that and what and how that, you know, how people can use that in their maps and how to credit me, or actually I don't really care about the credit, but you know. And then the other thing is just creating a tutorial about Fortina Edit, which is a world edit / voxel sniper alternative made by a guy called Fortina, and it's really powerful. It can do lots of cool things. I've been kind of getting to grips with it when I was remaking Harbinger, and so yeah, I was getting to grips with it when I was remaking Harbinger, and I want to release, and I made a Google Doc basically walking people through how to use it if they've used World Edit before, but I might make a video that does the same thing and kind of goes through my list of commands that I've stored up and collected over a while. So yeah, I think I'll be making a video on that and possibly one on the tree repository as well. And then I might also release a couple of videos about a new map that I'm going to be working on, or kind of storyboarding out. It's going to be a much shorter map, I think, probably 2 hours long, and it's not going to be, well, I don't think it's going to be a CTM map. I might kind of loosely make it, but it'll be much more like an adventure map style, I think. I've done a CTM map, and they take a very long time. I don't think Harbinger is the best CTM map ever, but it is still 16 wool, and it's 16, which means 16 wool areas plus transition areas plus making a monument plus everything that goes into that. And I kind of feel like I've done that now, and at least for a while, I don't necessarily feel like I need to revisit it. but that may change. I mean, when I started this channel, for those of you who don't know, or who know me as Iris rather than Redhawk, when I started this channel I had no intention of doing any Minecraft stuff with it. That has obviously been inverted slightly, because, you know, if the Let's Play comes back, it's going to be in this world. This looks bad. This whole building's bad, and I kind of like it because of that. But yeah, so I wasn't planning on doing any Minecraft stuff with this channel, but hey, that's where my interest has pivoted to since then. So yeah, I guess I can show a little bit off. That's going to be the end of the update. So if you're kind of just paying attention to that, you can switch off. If you are interested in some of the other stuff I've been working on, I can show you some of the behind the scenes for this playthrough that I was doing, or the Let's Play. We'll just farm up some of this wheat first. So yeah, the behind the scenes for the Let's Play, as I mentioned, I was planning on doing kind of different bits from the Odyssey, and I may well come back to that. Here's a bit of some of the stuff I've been working on. This is meh. We'll see if this comes to anything. But yeah, this was the village that I showed right at the end of the first episode, and I just wanted to show like kind of how much effort I put into that episode, and therefore if I want to do the series, do I want to carry on at that level? Do I want to pivot it slightly? So this was where Argos ended the episode with his blue collar. But you can sort of see there's a bridge, there's some houses, a sort of like castle thing up here, and quite a lot of attention to detail with, as I said, bridges and walls, houses with a couple of stories, and like actual interior. Well, this one doesn't really have an interior, but you know, there's quite a lot of work went into it, and again, that's fine when it's the thing that I'm interested in doing, but at the moment it would probably have to take a different guise, perhaps, I don't know. But yeah, even put in a little kind of logging area over here with some soul sand and some lilacs. It's cute. I think this is a sweet little village, and my plan was, yeah, I won't spoil my plan too much, but yeah, we'll see if I actually come back to that at some point or not. And then other stuff, I guess I can show the intro world again. I mean, if you saw the first playthrough or the first Let's Play episode, then you've seen this world. But again, you can see some of the effort that I put in with making this ship and the house, and trying to have like cool camera angles with the replay mod and everything, and doing all of those things. I think I built every block of this by hand because I don't think I had World Edit at the time, but I just think this is a really cute little house actually. Possibly slightly too big for what I wanted it to be. And this fireplace did initially have fire in, but then Argos ran into it and almost died, which wasn't quite the vibe I was going for. But yeah, so this was the house, the orchard, the pig sty that the pigs could jump on and use to get out of the pig pen, and they all did. So sorry, I'm lagging a bit on this world just because I haven't really been on it since I moved to 1.16. But yeah, so all the pigs that I would put in the orchard immediately jumped out and jumped over, and so that's why there are so many pigs back here and none in the pig pen. And a nice little chicken hutch as well. Right, yeah, so I guess the only other thing to show is the tree repository that I've been working on, which is in here. And so yeah, you can see I sort of put together, I think, about 40 oak trees, 20 spruce trees, and 20 birch trees. The birch trees are the worst by far, but I don't think that many people use birch trees. So, I don't know, I think some of them have got some character. They're definitely more interesting than the vanilla birch trees, but could probably use some like sharpening up. And the spruce trees, there's two main design types. So these really tall and skinny ones, which are quite nice, I think, for a certain style of build, and then these much thicker ones with big roots coming out and possibly a bit squat. Like, I think this could be taller and less wide. This is quite nice. And then all these oak trees as well. A bit of a variety on these, and these were all kind of hand built / with some world edit brushes. So world edit brushes basically did the leaves, and I hand built all of the wood. And yeah, these are some of the bigger ones. Some of them are a bit, like this is a bit meh, but I think some of them are also quite nice, and hopefully people get some use out of these. I've released them. I've released the world download and a set of schematics in the CTMC Discord as well. I don't really want to put it out on YouTube because just because I think then people will just steal it and use it without crediting. And as much as I don't really care about the crediting, I still would rather it was going to people I like and want to succeed. And this is my attempt at building a bigger tree with 14 Reddit. Yeah, which is okay. I think that's probably the best thing I can say about it, is it's okay. It's a work in progress. But I'm getting better at making it, and have learned new things about line brushes and everything around that. So we're getting there. And I have this is my toolbar that I use when I'm making something like this. So oak cylinder, small oak sphere, big oak sphere, oak spikes and leaves. So I'm kind of getting used to 14 Reddit. I'm getting my workflow down a bit more. But it takes time. Everything takes time, effectively. Yeah, and these were some of the houses from Harbinger updated version and the fountain as well. We're all in the village in, I think it's Black Forest Chateau. So you might recognise some of these, and they also appear in a couple of the other areas here and there. But yeah, that is going to be it from me today. It's been a bit of a rambling episode, and I didn't hugely plan out what I was going to say. I just made a list of everything I needed to cover. So that's going to be it for now. There should be, as I said, 3 more episodes of Pokemon, and then I'll decide where I want to go with that series. The Let's Play is on hold indefinitely. There'll be another tutorial possibly soon. The developer commentary for the new version of Harbinger is coming soon, and I may be working on a new map, and all these trees may be a hint as to what that's going to be like. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this channel update and got something out of it. But for now, bye bye.